Good evening, everyone. My name is Tian Hattung. I'm the author of the series of textbooks called Biblical Hebrew for All. And in volume 5 of this series, we look at 400 texts from the Hebrew Bible, where English translations are not always accurate. Um, and today I would like to look at uh, Nahum uh, chapter 2, verses 12 and 13. In the Hebrew Bible, it's actually verses 11 and 12. And there we read, "Where is the den of the lions and the feeding place of the young lions, where the lion and the lioness walked? The lions whelped, and none made them afraid. The lion did tear in pieces enough for his whelps, and strangled for his lionesses, and filled his caves with prey, and his dens with raven." Now, I want to focus on the phrase strangled for his lionesses. And the reason for that is that some English translations have actually changed the um, Masoretic text, the Hebrew Bible, and the New International Version, for example, translates it as "and strangled the prey for his mate," and the New Language Translation always also does this. So let's have a look at what's happening here. Um, the first word is a verb. It's from the root hanak, which means to strangle. So in the Hebrew says "and strangled" um, or strangling. That's no problem. All Everybody has consensus on the verb. The next word is "for his lionesses," and for some reason, uh, some translations don't want to translate that as the plural. They changed it to "his mate." Um, I just want to mention about the verb that the use of this verb in Hebrew is in accordance with the killing strategy of the spotted cats. Instead of attempting to fatally wound their prey, they would rather clamp their powerful jaws around the throat of their prey and so prevent the prey from breathing. They would then focus on maintaining this grip and patiently wait for the prey to be suffocated, in other words, strangled to death. This is a very well-known behavior of these big cats in nature. So, why would some English translations, like the New Living Testament and the New English Version, decide to change the plural in the Hebrew Bible to the singular? Um, some people say it is to reflect the belief of the translators that the subspecies of the lions that are found in the northern part of Africa, that these lions do not gather in prides, basically due to a lack of prey in their surroundings in this arid landscape. And the translators believe that for that reason, these lions are monogamous. In other words, that one male would have one female. Um, As can be seen elsewhere in the Hebrew Bible, the authors of the Hebrew Bible were naturalists. Um, you can look at Job 40, for example, about the description of the hippo and the crocodile. Um, and more specifically, they were ornithologists. Look at the whole story of Noah in Genesis 6 to 8, and also about the ostrich in Job 39. And you will see that these guys were naturalists par excellence. Therefore, in my view, there is no reason to doubt that the author of this prophecy carefully observed the behavior and the social structures of these lions, and thus deliberately used the particular verb because of the way in which they killed their prey, and used the plural for the females, lionesses, as he had seen that one male would have been in charge of a pride. After I had looked at this particular text, I became interested in the lions of the Hebrew Bible in general and found some very interesting facts. Um, Lions are mentioned 189 times in the Hebrew Bible. There are a number of words that are used um, to name lions. The most common one is Ari, which is used 78 times. The second one is Aray, also meaning lion, and that is used 47 times. There is Kepir, which is translated as a young lion, and this is the word used when in the story of Samson and the lion. Another word is Shachal. It appears 7 times in the Hebrew Bible. Laish appears 3 times in the Hebrew Bible, and then there are 2 words that name young cubs specifically. Both the words look the same, they are just spelled a little bit differently, and they appear 9 times in total. I then wondered, what does the Hebrew Bible actually mean when they talk about lions? And I found that it's not very easy. There has been much debate and controversy among zoologists on the taxonomical classification of lions in Africa. For the sake of this discussion, I will accept that the lions of the Hebrew Bible are the Barbary lions, also called the North African lion, the Atlas lion, or the Egyptian lion. Just a quick biology lesson. We know that all living things are classified. The 2 big groups, of course, are animals and plants. The animals have 7 big groups, like the insects, the birds, the fishes, the mammals. And lions, of course, are mammals because the cubs, the babies, drink milk from the mother. The subfamily is the Panthera. This is the spotted cats, or some people call them the big cats. They include the tiger, the lion, the jaguar, the leopard, and the snow leopard. The snow leopard shouldn't actually be in this group because it is unable to roar. All the species in this group are able to roar. And then the specific species that we are looking at is the African lion, Panthera leu leu. There are three subspecies: Panthera leu barbarica, Panthera leu nubica, and Panthera leu somaliensis. The Barbary lion is Panther leu barbarica. It's extinct at the moment. The population lived in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco, in North Africa, and east towards Egypt and the Middle East. Um, but they were uh, decimated as soon as firearms arrived in the region, and it is said that small groups still existed in the 1960s, um, but they are completely extinct now. Uh, what did they look like? They obviously looked like any other lion. They were darker, uh, especially their skin was more tan, and from hunters' accounts from the 19th century, it seems that these were the largest lions in this group. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and next time we will look at another text, and I wish you safety in the pandemic, and everything of the best.